People choose Morton Buildings to build a variety of buildings for their property any time of year because they know Morton Buildings are built stronger, last longer, and look better. So if you need a garage, a stall barn, or a storage building for an RV, boat, or other vehicles, a shop for your farm, hobbies, or car restoration projects, or anything in between, act now and contact Morton Buildings at mortonbuildings.com. Don't delay. Construction schedules are filling up fast. That's mortonbuildings.com.
At World Whiskey Society, we're serious about two things, ducks and drams. That's why we teamed up with Ducks Unlimited for 3 collector-worthy releases: the Shotgun Shell American Single Malt, the Ceramic Duck Straight Bourbon, and the 10-year Special Edition Kentucky Straight Bourbon. Each bottle celebrates craftsmanship, conservation, and the spirit of the outdoors. Shop the full flight now at worldwhiskey.com. And when you buy any 2 Ducks Unlimited bottles, you'll get 10% off your order at worldwhiskey.com.
Cold mornings, fresh coffee from a thermos, the whistle of wings, and the palpable excitement of a good dog waiting to be sent. The moment before everything comes alive. Out there, it's not just about where the ducks are. It's about where you are. Onyx Hunt helps you understand the land with public and private boundaries, collaborative folders, and a fully functional GPS even with no service. Onyx is a tool you can trust when it matters most, because the best hunts aren't about luck. They're about knowing where you stand. Download Onyx Hunt today and try it free for 7 days.
Hunting season is upon us, and it's time to get geared up for the blind. Winchester, the official ammunition of Ducks Unlimited. Winchester has what you need to be successful this season with a great lineup of shot shell products, including Expert, Dry Lock, Final Pass, and Last Call Double Shot. Check out the brand new Final Pass, a premium steel blend load that utilizes 2 shot sizes for the perfect balance of pattern density and energy. Or try Last Call Double Shot with a devastating payload of tungsten and steel. Visit winchester.com to learn more and get ready for your next outdoor adventure.
When you step into the duck blind at first light, you're walking into something bigger than the hunt itself. For nearly 40 years, Mossy Oak has been rooted in conservation, from the dirt, sticks, and leaves that inspired original bottomland to the evolution of original shadowgrass and today's shadowgrass habitat. Each pattern tells a story of hunters, waterfowl, and the resource that connects us all. Mossy Oak continues its commitment to Ducks Unlimited through collaborative grassroots projects like Duck DNA and many more. We're thrilled to work side by side with DU and many others from the wildlife community to help protect the wetlands that make it all possible.
Can we do a mic check, please?
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Ducks Unlimited podcast.
I'm your host, Dr. Mike Brazier.
I'm your host, Katie Burke.
I'm your host, Dr. Jerad Henson. And I'm your host, Matt Harrison.
Welcome to the Ducks Unlimited podcast, the only podcast about all things waterfowl. From hunting insights to science-based discussions about ducks, geese, and issues affecting waterfowl and wetlands conservation in North America. The DUPodcast, sponsored by Purina Pro Plan, the official performance dog food of Ducks Unlimited. Purina Pro Plan, always advancing. Also proudly sponsored by Bird Dog Whiskey and Cocktails. Whether you're winding down with your best friend or celebrating with your favorite crew, Bird Dog brings award-winning flavor to every moment. Enjoy responsibly.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Ducks Unlimited podcast. I'm your host, Matt Harrison. Also joining me today is Dr. Jerad Henson, also host of the Ducks Unlimited podcast. Dr. Jerad, how you doing?
I'm doing good today, Matt. Happy to be here. Had some cooler weather this weekend, so kind of excited about what's going on.
No doubt. We're going to be bringing y'all a migration alert update here in just a few minutes. It'll be centered around the Mississippi Flyway, but specifically the Wisconsin area. But before we dive into that, Dr. Jerad, you had a phenomenal weekend this past weekend, correct?
I did have a good weekend. I mean, we had Halloween and great time with the kids, and then I was able to get up in a tree this weekend after that and arrow a pretty good buck on public land. So
beautiful buck.
Really happy about that. Now I got a lot of work processing a deer. But
But what a way to kick off your hunting season.
I know.
I mean, you're about to be able to chase some ducks, and you just harvested a beautiful whitetail on some public ground. And I mean, just what a start.
I'm pumped about it, man. It's been a while since I've been able to put the time in to take a deer. So with young kids, and so I was really happy to get that opportunity, and it all come together.
That's awesome. When I saw the picture, I was like, let's go. It fired me up a little bit.
I was shaking like a leaf after it. I was all amped up. I had to climb down out of the tree. I was shaking so much. So,
next time we're around each other, I got to hear the full story.
I will. Yeah, it's a good story.
That's awesome. Well, like I said, we're going to be diving in to a migration alert for the state of Wisconsin, the Mississippi Flyway, and I was reading this, and it's getting me a little fired up because I know where I'm stationed at here in Mississippi, we've got a good cold front that's moved in, some crisp weather this morning. It was around 38, 40 degrees, and it has me thinking about ducks. And that's what they kind of talk about here in this alert, saying that they got a good cold front and some ducks started to push on through. So, Dr. Jerad, it's that time. I mean, it is here. I know that we've talked about it being close to time, but I feel like a lot of these states are really starting to see a push of birds.
That's it. And if you look at that report and jump in, one of the first things they say is, the ducks seem to be on track. Divers are showing up.
Yep.
They're generally there a little early. They're waiting in some areas of Wisconsin to pick up, their big ducks and puddle ducks, but they're seeing ducks and they're showing up. They said I think the big thing there that they were talking about on the report was, low water levels, at least on the Mississippi side of Wisconsin. That's no surprise. I mean, I'm in Memphis and I look at the Mississippi, drive across it every day. It's real low, real low, and been at pretty much record lows for the past 3-4 weeks. So we need some water on the landscape to change that, really. But it's concentrating ducks, and they go on to say if you really want to get out there after them, you may have to get a little more creative about how you access some of your favorite hunting spots.
Yep, that's what Brenda Kelly with the WDNR says, word for word. She says water levels are lower than what hunters may be used to from the past several years. This may make some locations more difficult to access based on what type of equipment they are using. So exactly what you just said, you may have to get a little creative of how you plan on getting to your spots, because with that water level, we all know as waterfowl hunters, that creates its own challenges itself.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. No one likes to be stuck in the mud.
Nobody.
But that sets you up for it right there.
No doubt.
But there are ducks to be had if you can get out there after them.
For sure. And it also goes to say this, with these challenges, those that put in that work and find those creative ways and can get some extra time on their hands to go scout and get to those places that a lot of people can't, you can probably be a lot more successful than in times past where everybody can access any part of the river or any location that you're trying to get to.
Right. Yep. That's it. And kind of on the other side of the state, I talked with Dave Heath of Heath Outdoors. That was kind of giving us an input on that east half of the state. I thought that was exciting to see longtail ducks showing up on the bay, and it's a cool place. I've had some friends go up there and do some layout boat hunts and that, and so they're seeing that, and then seeing a few other big ducks starting to show up. So it's happening. Birds are moving.
It's truly that time of year. Like I said, like we've been talking about it, how we're close to it. We're close to that time of year. But like I said, with this good cold front that we've really had pushed through, I truly feel like even us, down here in the southern part of the United States, we're really going to start seeing here soon some new birds show up. And even John Klima reports, and he's in the southeast part of the state. He said that they had, a little cold front come through this past week, and they had some new birds show up. But he said really hoping for some more north winds and chillier temperatures that we have, potentially coming up here soon, because we still haven't, just had that long spell of cold weather. Of course, we're still just really early here, just November, very beginning days of November. So hopefully here, within the next couple of weeks, especially some of the northern parts of the United States, we'll really, really start to see some really big pushes.
Yeah. Well, and we did on Facebook, we went live and did a weather live episode, Waterfowl Weather Live. One of the things we talked about is it's going to be probably pretty dry still for the next couple weeks, after that, we're setting up for hopefully a little cooler winter, at least for the northern half of the country. And so hopefully that'll push the birds down. We should get a good push. We just got to wait for that weather to get here.
No doubt. And that's this article kind of wraps up with that, is saying, the best stretch of the season will soon arrive for Wisconsin waterfowl hunters. So they're getting to a point where here soon it should be really, really good hunting weather. But hopefully we all start to see some good pushes here soon. I know I'm fired up to get out there and get after them. But one thing I do want to talk about now that we've kind of walked through this report here, now kind of going back to, like we talked about, just putting in that time. That's really going to be what separates, I feel like, a lot of waterfowl hunters this year from being successful to not successful is, are you willing to put in that time? Because with the water level in certain areas being low, it's going to be tough. It's going to be hard. You're going to have to find those ways that can just separate you. Yes, it may be tough. Yes, you may have to do some walking. Yes, you may have to go borrow a certain type of boat or motor to get to these certain spots. But if you're willing to put in that time, those areas I feel like are really going to have some birds.
They will. Those birds, remember too, that we didn't have super production this year. So you're going to have smart birds.
Smart.
You're going to have you're going to have some young. They had some reproduction, but it wasn't a booming year by any means. So a lot of the ducks you're going to see, especially big ducks, they've seen that dog and pony show before, right? So they're going to be smarter. So you got to adapt to that. Be better with your concealment, your decoys, all of that, and hope the weather's on your side, and you can line up for probably some really good hunts if you can get it all to come together.
No doubt. And that's a very good point with what you said, is it may be a little bit tougher, with these birds, a lot of these birds being a little bit more educated, year older, and like you said, some things that may help you is the concealment, the tips and tricks that are just going to set you apart, that some of your experienced waterfowl hunters know, to kind of give you that edge. I feel like it's going to be one of those years that your people that, like I said, put in the extra time, they do the little things right. It's really going to help them be successful this upcoming waterfowl season.
That's it. Yep.
No doubt.
100%.
Well, we also want to thank Jay Anglin for being the freelance contributor here that wrote this report. It's a great report. You can go to ducks.org, search Migration Alert to keep up. You can also subscribe to the email, and it's a great way to stay informed. It's an awesome way to just know what's going on around. It may not be, the alert may not be specific to your area or your location, but it's a great way to just be informed about what people are seeing, what people are hearing, and it's for all flyways. So it's a great tool and asset if you're a waterfowl hunter that takes it serious or just likes to know what's going on. So if you haven't, be sure to go to ducks.org, subscribe to the Migration Alert. I love getting the updates. I love getting to see them, getting to read them. I know that a lot of you as well that are listening probably already have subscribed, but if you haven't, make sure you go and subscribe. Like I said, it's a great way to stay informed. Chris, thank you so much, our podcast producer, for allowing us to hop on the podcast. Dr. Jerad, thank you so much for carving some time out of your day to hop on and give us a migration alert. And thank you so much to all of our listeners. Y'all stay tuned. We will continue to give you migration alerts here for the upcoming waterfowl season. We're super excited. We hope that all y'all have a wonderful waterfowl season. Take care and God bless.
Thank you for listening to the DUPodcast, sponsored by Purina Pro Plan, the official performance dog food of Ducks Unlimited. Purina Pro Plan, always advancing. Also proudly sponsored by Bird Dog Whiskey and Cocktails. Whether you're winding down with your best friend or celebrating with your favorite crew, Bird Dog brings award-winning flavor to every moment. Enjoy responsibly. Be sure to rate, review, and subscribe to the show, and visit ducks.org/DUPodcast. Opinions expressed by guests do not necessarily reflect those of Ducks Unlimited. Until next time, stay tuned to the Ducks.
People choose Morton Buildings to build a variety of buildings for their property any time of year because they know Morton Buildings are built stronger, last longer, and look better. So if you need a garage, a stall barn, or a storage building for an RV, boat, or other vehicles, a shop for your farm, hobbies, or car restoration projects, or anything in between, act now and contact Morton Buildings at mortonbuildings.com. Don't delay. Construction schedules are filling up fast. That's MortonBuildings.com.
At World Whiskey Society, we're serious about two things, ducks and drams. That's why we teamed up with Ducks Unlimited for 3 collector-worthy releases: the Shotgun Shell American Single Malt, the Ceramic Duck Straight Bourbon, and the 10-year Special Edition Kentucky Straight Bourbon. Each bottle celebrates craftsmanship, conservation, and the spirit of the outdoors. Shop the full flight now at worldwhiskey.com. And when you buy any 2 Ducks Unlimited bottles, you'll get 10% off your order at worldwhiskey.com.
Cold mornings, fresh coffee from a thermos, the whistle of wings, and the palpable excitement of a good dog waiting to be sent. The moment before everything comes alive. Out there, it's not just about where the ducks are, it's about where you are. Onyx Hunt helps you understand the land with public and private boundaries, collaborative folders, and a fully functional GPS even with no service. Onyx is a tool you can trust when it matters most, because the best hunts aren't about luck, they're about knowing where you stand. Download Onyx Hunt today and try it free for 7 days.
Hunting season is upon us, and it's time to get geared up for the blind. Winchester, the official ammunition of Ducks Unlimited. Winchester has what you need to be successful this season with a great lineup of shot shell products, including Expert, Dry Lock, Final Pass, and Last Call Double Shot. Check out the brand new Final Pass, a premium steel blend load that utilizes 2 shot sizes for the perfect balance of pattern density and energy. Or try Last Call Double Shot with a devastating payload of tungsten and steel. Visit Winchester.com to learn more and get ready for your next outdoor adventure.
When you step into the duck blind at first light, you're walking into something bigger than the hunt itself. For nearly 40 years, Mossy Oak has been rooted in conservation, from the dirt, sticks, and leaves that inspired original bottomland to the evolution of original shadowgrass and today's shadowgrass habitat. Each pattern tells a story of hunters, waterfowl, and the resource that connects us all. Mossy Oak continues its commitment to Ducks Unlimited through collaborative grassroots projects like Duck DNA and many more. We're thrilled to work side by side with DU and many others from the wildlife community to help protect the wetlands that make it all possible.